Azerbaijan television with the most important events of the day. I'm your host, Lucy. A groundbreaking ceremony has been held for the 240-megawatt XƏBƏR wind power plant to be built in Azerbaijan by AZTV Power of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. President of the Republic of Azerbaijan, Ilham Aliyev, attended the ceremony.
President Ilham Aliyev congratulated our people on laying the foundation of a wind power plant to be built in Azerbaijan and said that it would contribute to ensuring the energy security of our country. The establishment of this station once again shows that the Azerbaijani state attaches great importance to the production of renewable energy, said President Ilham Aliyev, noting that the project will be implemented by a company from Saudi Arabia, AZTV Power, which is at the same time the world's largest energy company. The station, with a production capacity of 240 megawatts, will be the largest in the country in the field of renewable energy sources. Moreover, it will help to create new jobs, save natural gas, and reduce the negative impact on the environment. Noting that there are close friendly and fraternal ties between our countries, the head of state recalled with great satisfaction his visits to the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Meetings with His Majesty the King stressed that our people highly appreciate the support of Saudi Arabia to Azerbaijan during the period of occupation, because this country did not establish diplomatic relations with Armenia because of occupation, and this was a manifestation of the moral support and brotherhood extended to our people. Noting that the energy security of our country is fully ensured and the export growing every year serves the energy security of other countries, President Ilham Aliyev stressed that the production of renewable energy is one of the main tasks on the agenda, added that at present related projects are being implemented in the regions liberated from occupation. Minister of Energy of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, Prince Abdulaziz bin Salman Al Saud, conveyed greetings of the custodian of the two holy mosques, King Salman bin Abdulaziz bin Saud and Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, to President Ilham Aliyev. Noting that our countries have close economic ties and Saudi Arabia has been supporting our country since 1991, the guest stressed that these investments in Azerbaijan in the amount of $300 million are the largest investments made abroad by Saudi Arabia.
Yaşıl enerji ilə Azərbaycanda böyük bir gələcək başlanır. Sağlam mühit, dayanıqlı inkişaf onun əsas məramıdır. Odlar yurdu belə bir gələcəyi enerji sahəsində keçmiş və bugünkü nailiyyətlərindən güc alaraq qurur.
Then President Ilham Aliyev and Prince Abdulaziz bin Salman Al Saud led the foundation for the XÄBÄR wind power plant with a capacity of 240 megawatts.
President of the Republic of Azerbaijan, Ilham Aliyev, received a delegation led by Minister of Energy of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, Prince Abdulaziz bin Salman Al Saud.
Mr. Minister, welcome once again. I'm really very pleased that you found time to come to participate at this important event for our country, for our partnership, for our brotherly relations. And once again, I'd like to ask you to convey my best greetings to His Majesty the King, to His Majesty the Crown Prince. I remember my meetings with the leaders of your country and the great hospitality which was shown to me during my visits, numerous visits to brotherly Saudi Arabia. And also, as I mentioned during my comments, I'd like to express gratitude for your continuous support of Saudi Arabia demonstrated to Azerbaijan during the years of occupation. We really highly value it. We consider it as a real sign of brotherhood, solidarity, and a real sign of support. And also definitely our joint efforts in international organizations and United Nations, Islamic Cooperation Organization, aimed at the restoration of justice with respect to the occupation of our lands are highly valued by Azerbaijani people. And now when our land is free, it's a new opportunity for the country. It's a huge geopolitical change in the region. Our victory in the Second Karabakh War opens new opportunity for regional cooperation, including cooperation in the area of electric energy production and particularly renewables. I already said about our plans, about potential, and I think we can look in the future already after this important infrastructure project is in the pipeline to look how we can coordinate our efforts in maximum degree using our great potential. And I'm very glad that with Parviz you established a very close relationship, and he regularly informs me about your interaction in OPEC Plus and on bilateral track. And really, I highly appreciate that we managed to achieve our goal to attract investors. And I'm personally very happy that this investor is one of the leading companies in the world in this area and company from the Brazilian country. This is very important for us and for our future cooperation. I am sure that you will have time to visit us more. As you said before, it's the first time in Azerbaijan. Hopefully, we'll see you more and more. So, once again, welcome.
The Minister of Energy of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, Prince Abdulaziz bin Salman Al Saud, said he was pleased with his visit to Azerbaijan. The minister stressed that he and his delegation were working hard in Baku and that mutual cooperation would be further expanded. Abdulaziz bin Salman Al Saud expressed hope that the draft cooperation agreement would be presented in the near future. Noting the successful development of relations, the Minister of Energy of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia stressed the importance of the groundbreaking ceremony of the Khazab Sharon wind power plant and noted with satisfaction that views on efficiency, renewable energy and other aspects coincide.
Along with the restoration and reconstruction in the post-war period, these characteristics that the international community recognizes the new realities in the region. In meetings in Brussels and Sochi show that the official Baku is coping with this mission as well. President of Azerbaijan, in an interview with local TV channels, dwelt on this and other points.
The position of official Baku as the initiator of the new realities emerged in the region after the Karabakh conflict went down in history is absolutely clear and constructive. This position is based on the principles of the closed page of the war, the establishment of long-term peace and cooperation in the region and the strengthening of mutual trust. President İlham invited Armenia to peace, sending an open message at the end of last year via two platforms in Sochi and Brussels. In an interview to local TV channels, the head of state conveyed important messages in this context. Our policy is very clear, whether it's related to the war, to the settlement of the past Karabakh conflict, or to the future. We suggested that the two countries should recognize each other's territorial integrity, start work on the delimitation of borders, start the process of opening communications, and sign a peace agreement. Armenian reventions should take into account not only the position and strengths of the victorious Azerbaijan, but also of the international community's acceptance of a new reality in the region. For example, the European Union's positions, which Yerevan clings to with hope, was clearly demonstrated at the Brussels meetings. The views and rhetoric of other international organizations fully coincide with the position of official Baku. International organizations, the UN, the Non-Aligned Movement, the OSCE, the European Union, the CIS, have now fully accepted these realities. We see this both in a formal sense and through interpersonal contacts. Moreover, as I've been in contact with many heads of international organizations and heads of state, I see that we now have more and more support for our cause. And for the OSCE Minsk group, which Armenia and some forces tried to bring to life, there was nothing left to do with the past Karabakh conflict. Thus, on the eve of the 30th anniversary of their inactivity, the intermediaries can finally retire. They will probably have to think about what they should be doing. As far as I know, there is no unity among the co-chairs. In any case, such a low level of the activity does not concern us at all. Actually, the other way around. In principle, 30 years is a lot of experience. They are on the verge of retirement. Therefore, I wish them good health and long life. Finally, one of the most important messages in the President's interview is that Azerbaijan is ready for any scenario. Official Baku, first and foremost, seeks to implement the peace agenda. However, the proposal for peace and cooperation will not be kept on the table forever, and if any threat arises, Azerbaijan will neutralize it without any hesitation.
Interview of President Ilham Aliyev to local TV channels was covered by Ukrainian and Georgian news agencies and portals. Ukrainian news agency RBK Ukraine, Interfax Ukraine, Correspondent.net, its media paid a lot of attention to the statements of President Ilham Aliyev during the interviews with local TV channels. In particular, attention was focused on the words about the latest provocation committed by the armed forces of Armenia on the border with Azerbaijan in the direction of the XƏBƏR region. With reference to the words of the head of state, it is emphasized that Armenia has committed another military provocation against Azerbaijani servicemen, as a result of which one of them was killed. Ukrainian press touched upon the words of President Ilham Aliyev on the existing cooperation between the European Union and Azerbaijan. Leading Georgian news portals also widely covered the interview with the President of Azerbaijan. On Aktual.ge and Caucasia.net news portals, materials dedicated to President's speech on the care of the state towards families of martyrs and strengthening of the financial technical base of the armed forces were published. The quotes of the victorious Supreme Commander-in-Chief Ilham Aliyev are cited. The materials note that the armed forces of Azerbaijan will be further strengthened. As a result of the reforms and the work done, Azerbaijan will become stronger than during the Second Karabakh War. Yet another issue of Iris magazine, promoting Azerbaijani culture and art abroad, was published in Hebrew in Israel. The new issue of the magazine is dedicated to the Azerbaijan-Israel friendship, multicultural values in Azerbaijan, and our country's great victory in the Second Karabakh War. Strong, genuine, strategic and friendly relations between Israel and Azerbaijan are strengthening year by year. This friendship possesses solid historic and cultural roots. In the new issue of the Iris magazine in Hebrew, attention is drawn to the piece of Mountain Jews, their culture and place in the multicultural Azerbaijan. In the article by PhD in history Sabuhi Ahmedov, interesting facts from the history of Mountain Jews living in the renowned Krasne Slobada village of Guba region and rare unique photos are presented. The introduction of the magazine talks about the development of the Israeli-Azerbaijani relations and the support which this friendly state showed to our country during the Second Karabakh War. The article titled Azerbaijani Culture and Liberation of Karabakh by Minister of Culture Anar Kerimov dwells on the past of Karabakh, the monuments of ancient Albanian Christian culture. The article entitled War and Peace is a detailed analysis of the 44-day war. According to the editor of the magazine, the head of the Baku International Multiculturalism Center in Israel, a well-known expert on international relations, Aryeh Good, this issue of the magazine in Hebrew will be widely represented in Israel. It should be noted that an article about the touristic potential of Azerbaijan was also published. That was all for today. Thank you for being with us and see you next time.